welcome in everyone. It is now 5 p.m. here on IR News and on Facebook. We are here doing this live. We are here for the news. It's Tuesday, July 24th, 2018. We are here with, once again, another issue of Northern Express newspaper. And this is what it looks like on your screen right now. That's what it looks like, and, exemplify the art. Look at the art on the page, on the cover. Some nice stuff there. Just go check out northernexpress.com. They've got a lot of stuff for you. And it talks about what might have been, and that means 10 years ago, Michigan was poised to be Hollywood of the Midwest. But then it all fell apart, and you'll probably find out in this newspaper right here. And I'll definitely find a story on it during today's episode. This is Northern Michigan's Weekly, July 23rd through July 29th, 2018. Volume 28, number 30. Alright, let's begin with some of our advertisements during the morning. Let's start with Northport Community Arts Center, bringing home the performing arts. Just go to northportcac.org. And this is from Leelanau Township Community Foundation, and this is a seed sponsor. This is from July 28th through August 5th, so it's coming up shortly, 4 days from now. The Wizard of Oz. The Wizard of Oz is presented by special arrangement with Thames Whitmark by Alfred Vaughn, with music and lyrics by Harold Arlen and Eli Hubbard. If you want any tickets, just call 231-386-5001. Adults are $25 to $20, and students or kids are only $5. Yeah, let's talk about the State Street Marketplace in beautiful Traverse City. Traverse City's unique craft beer, food, and shopping experience awaits you at State Street Marketplace. And these are all the companies that provide things for them. And as you can look down here, we have a lot of dates that are going on. So like a save the date kind of thing. There's live music, there's live trivia night, which was what I would really like. That's going on tomorrow. Then there's also ladies' nights. A lot of live music here. So if you'd like to check that out, it's on your screen right now. And you can go ahead and look at that. And this is the State Street Marketplace right here. And in this picture, that's what you can see. And it has a pet-friendly patio. So go ahead and bring your little furry friends out. And they will definitely enjoy this. This is by Monkey Fist Brewing Co., locally made craft beer. And by the Market Bar, craft beer, wine, and spirits, because a lot of people are into that stuff, the craft beers and all that. Happy hours from 4 to 7 p.m. And live music every Friday and Saturday night from 8 to 11 p.m. Any questions or anything that you'd like to ask? Call 231-943-2739. And they are on 329 East State Street in Traverse City, Michigan. Go to monkeyfistbrewingco.com. And one last thing before the weather. Letters hit send. This is your part in the newspaper that you can do and say whatever you'd like to say about the newspaper. You can do and say whatever you'd like to say about anything. Anything that's maybe political or just your opinion on things. Love what we're doing here. Disagree with something you've read on these pages? Share your views with a quick letter to the editor by shooting us an email. Our simple rules are: keep your letter to 300 words or less. Send no more than one per month. Include your name, address, phone number, and agree to allow us to edit. And that's all. Their email is info@northernexpress.com, and just hit the send button, and they will edit it right there for you. So it's very nice. And here's a little clip from Ronald Marshall of Betoski. This is one of the letters, and I'll read a little bit. Stand up for democracy. We are bombarded with negative stereotypes about aging on TV, ads, health news, and daily conversation. Being old is equated with being frail, helpless, and incompetent. Studies have linked increased exposure to such stereotypes and negative attitudes about aging, poor health, and worse cognitive and physical functioning in older people. Similarly, research has shown teachers' expectations of their students affect their academic performance. Our current stereotyping of minorities and immigrants has affected our perceptions and behavior regarding such individuals. So that's part of that by Ronald Marshall and Betoski. And now we go to Aubrey Summers for the weather, chief meteorologist. Aubrey.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Summers, and I'm going to do your news. I'm just going to mention weather underground because this is weather underground is where we get our news. Today in the UP we have 79 degrees and 10% chance of rain. Tonight in the UP we have around 66 degrees and it will be clear of rain. Today, on the tip of the mitt, it's 75 degrees, 20% rain, wind is 2 miles per hour, and it's mostly cloudy. And it's warmer than yesterday. Tonight, clear of stuff and 61 degrees. We should be up here. Today, in the lower peninsula, we have 27 degrees, wind 5 miles per hour, cloudy, 20% chance of rain. Tonight in the lower peninsula, partly cloudy, 16 degrees. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for the weather, Aubrey Summers. We are now here in the newsroom again, and we're going to be talking about, once again, the Northern Express magazine. We're going to pick right up where we left off. Once again, this is Northern Michigan's Weekly, July 23rd to July 29, 2018, volume 28, number 30. Now we're going to start with the contents of this newspaper, just so you can know what's going on in this newspaper, just in case you want to pick up a copy for yourself. So let's begin. We have the crime and rescue map. These are the features, by the way. We have the crime and rescue map 7, page 7. What might have been, and so that's what we're going to really be focusing on because it's on the very beginning of this this paper here. It says what might have been. Title that I showed you earlier in the show. So we have that. A human film about hockey players, page 12. Don't miss this, 17. If you only see one film next week. 18. Get Out of Town, 22. Michael Tylerd, 25. Bay Burrito Company, or Bay Burrito Co., 28. Northern Scene, 31. The dates are 34 to 39. Music of 40 and Nightlife 44. And then the last area is columns and stuff. The top 10 is 4. Spectator and Stephen Tuttle is 6. Opinion is 8. Weird is 9. Modern Rock / Christy Cates is 41. The Real 42. Crossword and Advice Goddess 45. Free Will Astrology 46. And last but not least, the Classifieds 47. So let's begin with the newspapers this week top 10. This is where you get most of them. This is the top 10 stuff that you can do around Northern Michigan and in Traverse City. So this is where it comes from. Number one is another Petoskey Hole development proposed. Number 2 is Bonds Up Strawberry Highway Robbery. Number 3 is Blues Traveler. Number 4 is Hey Read It, The Woman in Cabin 10. So that's a book. Number 5 is this Crave Pista, I can't even say it. Pasta Pizza Pub, fast, fresh, casual. Go to cravegaylord.com for that one. Number 6 is Group Demands Line 5 Review. 7 is a world premiere with Chinese water dolphins. Number 8 is Samaritas Senior Living. Samaritas, I think it is. Number 9, Things We Love, Gwen Frosted for Kids. This is a kid's book. And last but not least, number 10, Tastemaker, Fustini's Chicken Salad Sandwich. And I love Fustini's. And now we go to our actual news of the day. Here it is from Crime and Rescue. I'm Patrick Sullivan, psullivan@northernexpress.com. We're going to talk about 2 injured in crash. A driver who attempted to pass a pickup truck that had stopped to make a left turn caused a crash that seriously injured him and his passenger. The Illinois County Sheriff deputies responded to Bugeye Road at East Lincoln Road in Elwood Township, July 15th at 9:41 p.m. The 58-year-old Cedar man had stopped on Bugeye to turn left onto Lincoln. A 27-year-old Traverse City man attempted to pass him, crashing head-on into an oncoming car. The 27-year-old driver and the passenger had a 38-year-old woman suffered serious injuries. He was cited for passing in a no-passing zone. The driver of the oncoming car suffered minor injuries. And last but not least here, how about we do this one actually? Car crashed into house. A man was taken to the hospital after he drove his car into a house in Cadillac. Police responded to 13th Street where a vehicle driven by an 18-year-old Benson County man left the road and crashed into a house July 12th at 7:24 a.m. Police believe the driver suffered a medical emergency prior to the crash. He was taken to Munson Cadillac for treatment. No one in the house was injured. And those are just a few news stories, top stories from Crime and Rescue here in the newspaper. Now, next, we're going to use the weird, but first, Aubrey Summers is back for you with another look at the weather.
Hi, I'm your host, Aubrey Summers of Weather. I'm going to mention weather underground because that's where we get our weather. Today in the UP, it will be 79 degrees, 10% chance of rain tonight. In the AP, it's clear and around 66 degrees. Today on the tip of the mitt, 75 degrees Fahrenheit, 20 degrees rain, 20% chance of rain, Wind will be 2 miles per hour, mostly cloudy, and warmer than yesterday. Tonight, it will be clear, 61 degrees. And today, in the lower peninsula, LP, 77 degrees, wind is 5 miles per hour, cloudy, 20% chance of rain. Tonight, in the lower peninsula, we have partly cloudy, it's going to be 68 degrees. Thank you.
Thank you, Aubrey Summers, for another look at the weather for your neck of the woods. Now we go on to News of the Weird, everyone. So this is basically different things that are going on that are, that you wouldn't hear of. Let's see, Bright Idea, all the way at the bottom here. In Nashville, 20-year-old Antonio Freeman knew he had a problem on June 25th when 3 police officers approached him and as he rolled a marijuana cigarette. He also knew there was a bigger problem in his pocket, a plastic bag full of cocaine. In a bold move, according to the Tennessean, Freeman pulled the bag out of his chest pocket, crushed it in his hand, and sprinkled cocaine over Officer Ryan Clawfield's head and into the air in an attempt to destroy evidence. The officers were able to salvage about 2.5 grams of cocaine and charged Freeman with tampering with evidence along with possession of a Schedule IV drug and unlawful use of drug paraphernalia, I think. And that's just the news of the weird right there. That's all for that. That's the bright idea. Yeah, very bright idea. Very bright idea. Sure. And now we go on to the main thing that we want to talk about. This is the whole main part of the episode. What might have been. So it says right here, 10 years ago, Michigan called Hollywood, and Hollywood answered. A film incentive program saw millions of dollars pour into the state, and a lot of it came to northern Michigan. And then it ended faster than a director could say, cut. This is by Patrick Sullivan. This is quite a big story because it's huge. It really is. So I'm going to just read a little bit of it. A decade ago, as the state reeled amid a national financial crisis, Governor Jennifer Granholm announced a program to generate jobs and spur the economy. Michigan would offer the most generous film credits program in the country. The program started off looking like a success, and it peaked in 2010. Granholm's final year in office, when $115 million in incentives were awarded. Then Governor Rick Snyder, obviously our governor, came into office. He rolled back a program amid criticism from conservative groups and lawmakers who decried film credits as a net loss to the economy. For example, the state Senate fiscal agency released a report in 2010 that estimated every dollar spent on film credits generated only 60 cents in economic activity. Under Snyder, film credits were first drastically reduced, causing the film industry to retreat from Michigan, and by 2015, they were eliminated entirely. So that's the main top story that we wanted to talk about here. And it's just crazy that our state could have been a huge part on the national society, on the United States, but it just went down and it didn't do anything. So we could have really been, Michigan could have really been famous in the filmmaking industry, but it just wasn't worth it because it wasn't enough. So it's definitely a huge top story here on the news tonight. All right. Yeah, so it's definitely different to be doing this. And then, what else should we do? We should be talking about, let's see, let's find it. Oh, another thing, without the paper. I wanted to talk about Sheboygan Music Fest. This weekend goes on Friday and Saturday nights. We're going to go each time, and our crew here on IR News will get footage of the Music Fest, and we'll definitely put it on the news, and you guys can see the clips of the Music Fest. There's quite a few bands going. We pretty much know all of them. We're going Friday because there's this band that has, what is it? It's this band that does a whole different type of rock. It's got Journey, and they do like Journey covers, and they also do like Metallica covers and stuff like this. So it's really quite a good thing to go see if you're interested. It's free admission. So yeah, bring the kids, bring yourselves. Come watch this and enjoy this show. I will be there, so if you want to go and see me, I will be there getting footage. And if you'd like to see me, I'll go talk to you, and we can maybe even interview you and put you on the news. So that's definitely something to say. And I'll be definitely bringing it up quite a bit here on the show. So that's what we have. Here's a few more advertisements that we can bring up into this tonight's debate. No, not tonight's debate. Tonight's episode of news. Let's talk about the Outdoor Art Fair. The Outdoor Art Fair in Traverse City, Crooked Tree, Saturday, July 28th, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. This is the 58th annual art fair in Traverse City. Over 100 artists and artisans from across the country on the campus of Northwestern Michigan College come purchase sculpture, jewelry, glass fibers, paintings, and other 2D fine art, pottery, metalwork, and more. Admission is completely free, and parking is conveniently located. And so this is the event coming August 13th to the 18th as well. So there's another event just like it in the Paint Grand Traverse. Go to paintgrandtraverse.com. Week-long outdoor painting festival with 44 nationally acclaimed artists. So let's see, over 100 artists from across the country in the first one. This one has 44 nationally acclaimed artists. Okay. So that's another thing there. Let's see what else we can talk about here in the news. And this is the If You Only See One film next week. Let's talk about this. TCFF staffers picked the 2018 TCFF films they couldn't forget by Ross Boys and You. That'll be coming up. First, here's yet another look at your neck of the woods weather with Aubrey Summers, TV meteorologist.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Summers, your weather lady, and I'm going to mention weather underground because that's where we get our news. Today in the UP, it's 79 degrees. 10% chance of rain. Tonight in the UP, it's clear, around 66 degrees. Today in the tip of the mid, it's 75 degrees. 10% chance of rain. Wind is 2 miles per hour, mostly cloudy, warmer than yesterday. Tonight it is clear, 61 degrees. Today in the Lower Peninsula, it's 97 degrees. Wind is 5 miles per hour, it's cloudy, it's 90% chance of rain. Tonight in the Lower Peninsula, it's partly cloudy, 68 degrees. Yeah, there you go.
All right, thank you, Aubrey Summers, for doing the weather. For yet a third time. We just do the weather a lot more than once because we want you guys to really know what's going on with the weather. So that's what we really like to do here on the show. Now we're going to go to If You Only See One film next week. TCFF staffers picked the 2018 TCFF film they couldn't forget. And Ross Boys and You says the Traverse City Film Festival always brings a host of movies the general public knows virtually nothing about. So how to decide which ones to seek out, which are good and which are really good? These are the top of the line. We're here to help. Okay, some of the staff at the Film Fest are here to help. After all, they've seen every single film showing at this year's fest. We asked them to tell us which engaged, surprised, or moved them most. Without further ado, your list of the 2018 Traverse City Film Festival sleeper hits. So the first one is Roll, Red, Roll. The second one's Blaze. Then we have Crime and Punishment. Then we have Minding the Gap. Then we have what does that say? White Tide. Then The Guilty. Then The Zama. And Bathtubs Over Broadway. Then Support the Girls. And then last but not least, Time for Love. And now we'll just go to some more advertisements that we'd like to talk about here so that way you know what's going on around you. We have Tampico, 112 North Main Street in Leland, Michigan. 496-54231-256-7747 is the number if you'd like to go. And this is Leland Bluestone and Sterling Silver Jewelry. Pendants, earrings, bracelets, men's and women's rings. Open daily at 10 a.m. Follow us on Facebook.com/Tampico Leland, Michigan, or Leland MI. Always the unique and unexpected since 1986. So this has been going on for a while. Let's see, what else can we talk about? How about the flea market, the 10th anniversary flea market? Saturday, July 28th from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Sunday, July 29th, noon to 5 p.m. $5 everything under the tent. So that's it, only $5. This is by Zany Consignment. No outside dressing rooms available, but wear leggings and tank tops to try on clothes. West Side location in 317 Vine Street, Traverse City, Michigan, or call 231-933-4199. And that is basically the news. So now we go to the fun section, and this is your trivia time, as we say. This is what I call, what is it? Just what is it? And it's up on your screen right now. What is the abbreviation TBS stand for? That's coming up after the break.
I don't want to waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't want to waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll
the abbreviation TBS stand for? Stands for Turner Broadcasting Station. Yes, that is the one. So that is that's what that means. And if you got it right, I'll be paying attention to the comments. If you got it right, congratulations. And I will say your names. I'll comment them under the show. So, thank you so much for watching the IR News. We'll be on Thursday and on Saturday, so make sure to watch, especially Saturday, because that's when the Music Fest clips will be up and ready for you to watch.